What's happening, people? This is Rohit here, and in this video journal, I'm going to discuss my new hobby, which is glass art. It sounds super fancy, it is exactly like how it sounds. What a wonderful hobby that I chose, a rich people hobby when I'm actually unemployed and I'm going through my own financial crisis. But either way, thanks to NJPAC and through them I am able to do this glass art. And again, it requires effort from my side for sure to go there and do it, but I learned a lot of life lessons as well. First, it requires time, energy to do all of this, and second thing, a lot of patience. If you're someone who is a bit impatient, I'm patient in a lot of contexts with people and all that, but when it comes to getting things done, I'm slightly impatient. I'm impatient in exactly the things which are out of my control. All other things I'm patient, but again, when I do class art, it's so fun. But again, it requires patience, all about trusting the process. That's one motto that I go every single time to Glassroots in Newark. From here you're going to go to Newark, and there you're walking 1.5 miles, 1 mile to go to the place, and then you start the activity. You think about the ideas that you can come up with, and that's again, it works. I could work on my creativity, and people call me creative. I usually don't look at myself as a creative person, but again, I'm like, what can I do with this? And it's all about the abstract thoughts. The first few times I was at Glassroots, I worked on charcuterie board, making glass board, and it's so fun to actually do it. And I have one, the latest one, right with me, and I happen to make Jagannath deities, and this is more like abstract thought. Once again, this is like my fourth charcuterie board that I made, and the kind of colors that I chose. This is more like cream color for Balram. The eyes that I used, so orange fritz. Every single thing is made of glass from scratch. And this is yellowish, golden, molten gold kind of color for Subhadra Devi, and iridescent, translucent kind of glass and round eyes for Jagannath. And that's something I'm really proud. Look at this. So proud of it. But again, coming back to the topic, first four times it was abstract of my name, and my idea was I'm gonna give it as gift. Or and it's not like, for me, I had fun with the process. I don't need the product to actually showcase, oh, this is something which I did. But again, one or two is fine. But it's all, the first time I did an abstract version of me, I did not think about the time. Every single time I do an activity with glass art, it's always me finishing at the end after everyone leaves, because I choose complex patterns. But again, you realize that this is another life lessons that I learned, is to simplify the things in life, not make things complex. Just take life at it as it is. People are focusing on having fun. Why am I treating it like an actual work kind of work kind of work? So it's more like, I go so serious into it that I sometimes forget to have fun with the process. And now that I start enjoying it more, it's like being with the people and not just being focused on what you're doing. Yes, you're creating art. The other thing which I learned is the imperfections, appreciating the imperfections. And this I learned even while doing kintsugi, which is more like a Japanese art, where you break the article, the object is broken, and you're taking it and you're joining it once again with a paint, or a form of paint, or gold or silver color, and appreciating the imperfections. And that's just kintsugi. But applying the same ideology from there to the glass art, you appreciate the imperfections that you see. This might not be the perfect art form, but it's like, okay, it's still art, because that's my creativity, that's my work which has gone into making that piece of art, that piece of work. That's something I learned to appreciate. And there we have so many opportunities. I still have not made anything with jewelry yet, maybe in the future, or anything with flame working. But the other two categories I have worked on, one is cold glass, which is charcuterie board, because it's more like fused glass. You're working on it as a cold art form, and then it goes into the kiln, and it stays. And I go and collect it after a week, or the next time I go to Glassroots. I've been there for like 10 plus times till now. And the other thing which I did is glass blowing, or working with hot glass. And one is glass blowing. You can see all those videos. I made a separate playlist for glass roots, blowing into glass. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fancy. I'm just grateful for the kind of opportunities that I'm getting right now, because I never had these kind of opportunities in India. So now that I'm exposed to these activities, and I want to make use of it. And I'm like, I mean, I'm sure there are opportunities elsewhere, but me as an international student, and now that I'm alumni, I want to use all these opportunities, whether other people do it or not. Nobody's guiding me or nobody's showing me, but it's all about fighting for yourself. That's something which I realized. Like, if you really want something, you have to go out and create that art form for yourself. Apart from glass blowing, I also made the kind of paperweight, kind of glass flower, and you can see the whole process. The video is there on my channel. You're just having fun with the art form that's being created, that you're creating from scratch, and also takes time, effort. And for me, I already have a hot body. You're working with the hot 900 degrees Fahrenheit glass. They are around 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. It's burning you're burning yourself literally. You're sweating coming out. You're doing it, the art form, and you're seeing that piece of glass in front of you. It's like paperweight, the kind of things that I did a mosaic. I did a small glass pendant. I'm like, wow, those kind of glass is something which I created, something that you created. You have so much love attached to them. I feel like a parent suddenly. But it's just so much of passion that you're creating that object, and that's something that really makes me happy. Every single time after the activity, I go while going home, I'm giving my outro for every single art video, and I'm like, it's all about trusting the process. It's all about having fun with the process. And when my toughest thing that I made at Glassroots till now is a glass sun catcher, and I still have it. And that was a lot of effort, because you're cutting glass, you're shaping them into, it's a curved glass shape. You're cutting them, it takes time and effort. It's not like straight that you can just cut. Curves take a lot of effort as well. You're doing it, there are mentors to guide you. They're letting you know that it's all about, you should wait till you see in the end, not now itself. It will work out in the end. All those marks that you have on the glass with Sharpies or any other marker, that's going to burn off when it's in the kiln. And then for this one, you're fusing it with copper, and then you're working on it so carefully, so much precise art kind of thing. Something I feel a lot of people should actually go out and try glass art. It's so much fun to work on, just having fun with the process. And I also made a fused glass clock, making the same kind of charcuterie board, but I made with abstract of my name again, ROH. And you know what, now that I think of it, I'm going to do a Jagannath fused glass clock. God is not abstract, but again, this, I'm not going to put it in the altar for sure, but do it as my kind of work. And I actually made a fused glass clock to attach a clock piece in the end, and to see a clock that I made, it just humbles me. I'm grateful for the opportunities, but again, all these things, I'm like, wow, I actually made all these, and I'm having fun with it. And for me, it takes the time of my, I have to take time of my own schedule, my own stress, anxiety because of jobs and so many other things happening. There are a few days where, I mean, because of the schedule there at Glassroads, it's either in the morning or in the evening. Evening after a long day, some days you are like, if it feels like an off day, but I still have to go out to the train station, walk from there, from Newark Penn Station, and walk in Glassroads in midst of how the weather has been, winter, however cold, you're putting on jacket and going out. And other days, Sunday morning or Saturday morning, you're waking up, it again feels like an off day on a few days, but still you still have to go if you really want to do the activity. It's also like, I consider it more like a rich people activity or hobby. It's just my opinion, because of the cost involved. It's like, for charcuterie board, it's like $90. Fused glass clock is like 120, $130. And even for the hot glass workshop, it costs like $90 to make a paperweight. But again, it's worth it in my opinion, because you're having fun. And even if you go out as a date night, making two objects together, you're having the right set of people to guide you, people who have been working with glass for a while. So no matter what mood you're in, you're still going out there to have fun with the process. Super grateful for all of this, hoping for many more for sure, but to be acknowledged by the executive director of Glassroots at a super big function of NJPAC Arts RX reception, and they shout out to my name, and getting to make a vlog with them. You can check it out in my ballet video, because right before the ballet I attended the NJPAC Arts RX reception, so you can see there. But you're getting recognition, you're doing it as a hobby, something which not a lot of people are doing around you, or at least as Indian international students or alumni, don't see a lot of people. And then definitely requires a lot of patience. You learn patience along the way if you really want to do this kind of activity. Cannot just because, and again, small scratches, you're working with glass, you're grinding it, it's effort, time, effort, energy, patience. You learn so many things out of it. It's all about having fun. It's just, having so much fun right now. I hope to continue it in the future as well. This is something which I learned like an art form, and life skills, so many life skills as well. Again, grateful for the opportunity. If you have not done it, I would strongly suggest you go out there, do it. you will learn a lot about yourself as well as so many other life skills as well. Thank you all for watching. See you all in another one. Till then, bye from me.